Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Mike Chu, a physical therapist, and yes, I'm your alternative career coach. Today, we're going to be interviewing Dee Decimus. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right on how to start a non-medical home health agency. We'll be back in a few seconds, okay?
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. My computer was freezing on me. Anyway, we are live, watching live, comment live, watching on the replay, comment replay, and I hope you guys can hear me. I'm here in our fancy screen just to cover up our mess there. But today we're going to be interviewing one of the many speakers that we're going to have on our virtual geriatric rehab summit next week. We're going to be interviewing Dee Decimus. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right. I wish I asked her earlier, right? But she is the owner and founder of All Embrace Home Care LLC, and of course, she said here she was a former manager for a coordinator for another agency. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in Miss D. What is going on, Miss D? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Well, could you please tell us who you are again? What do you do? And then how could you help us find our alternative career and how to be amazing like you? So,
Yeah, so I'm Dee Decimus with All Embracing Home Care. Um, I I found a need in our community and decided to fill that need and opened up All Embracing Home Care here in Grand Forks, North Dakota. I started it out of my home in Thompson, North Dakota, and we provide services for individuals in their home, personal cares, laundry, shopping, all the way to, we have an individual that has a G tube, catheter care, you name it, we do it.
wow, amazing. So, what is really your background? I forgot to ask you that. Are you a nurse, a PT, OT, or?
You know what? I am not any of those. All my background is in sports. My undergraduate is in recreation sports management, and my master's is sports administration. But I have a passion for caring for individuals. I've cared for my grandparents when I was younger. I've cared for a lot of my nieces and nephews growing up. And then in 2013, I cared for my niece. I was her nanny for 4 years. And that's when I really fell in love with what I am doing currently. And I was a DSP, so a direct support professional, through an agency here in our town, and did that for 4 years. And then I was a nanny again for a couple more families. And then that's when I became a coordinator for an agency out in Arizona. And I was working in a dementia unit. So I had 33 residents that lived there, 24/7. And came back to North Dakota and realized that this is, where I needed to be and needed to fill that void here, and started with the aging side of the agency, just me, myself, out of my home. And once I got to 11 clients, I brought on another employee, and fast forward, a year or so, I don't know that I should write down the timeline, but we added the DD side, so developmental disabilities and intellectual disabilities. We got our license March of 2021, so about a year and a half in, because I opened the agency April of 2019. So a year and a half in, we got the DD license. So currently, we are at approximately 60 employees and at about 100 clients on both between the aging and the DD side.
Wow. Wow. How many employees?
I'm at about 60.
Wow. Did you
Yeah.
hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you hear that? So right now
And
we are streaming this live in our alternative career group, and also in our YouTube page and our podcast, and of course on my personal page. But I asked her, ladies and gentlemen, I asked her what is her specialty. I asked her if she was a nurse or a therapist or whatever in healthcare. I mean, yes, she is in healthcare, but she's not even a nurse or a therapist. I'm not saying, she's not
Nope.
nothing, but I'm talking about here. She said the word passion. I always talk about this in when we go live and we talk about stuff here in our private page. You got to go back to your passion. What is it that's making you wake up at night? In my case, it's
Mhm.
geriatrics. I just want to, talk to geriatrics. Last night we went to a church, First Baptist Church here, and people were like, the clients there, they were like, "Thank you very much, Michael, for serving the geriatric population." And this is what Dee is doing. She is focusing on her passion, honing on in her passion. And that's what she did. And you know what? She grew to 60 employees. Oh gosh, this is what I've been waiting for. I wanted to branch out to this
Yeah.
type of thing. So Dee, so starting slow, and then you also mentioned 11 clients, and then you hired your first employee, and then after that everything just
Mhm.
exploded.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you
I
this question.
oh, go ahead.
Are you still there? Okay, I want to ask you this question. What made you decide to hire that employee? I mean, what
That
what what
first
made
employee. So I kept getting phone calls from the county saying, "Hey, do you have time? We have a client that needs, 12 units a week, and a week is or a unit is 15 minutes, so 6 hours a week." And I didn't have time to take them on, and I can't say no. I if you talk to my staff and my team, that they know that I cannot say no. So I I said I need to figure something out. I said because I can't say no, and I put an ad out to hire my first care manager, and we met. She met me at a Caribou Coffee because again, I was like, do I bring her to my house? Probably not to interview her. And we met at Caribou, and I interviewed her, and I told her, I had started the company out of my home. That was in April, and she came on with me in November. So April, May, June, July, August. So 6 months. And I told her, what my vision was for the company and how I wanted to continue to grow, and I would need, her to be on board. And she went home that night and talked to her husband about it, and she called me the next day, and she was like, I really want to do it. And we have a large hospital in our town, and she actually left that hospital to come over to me. And so it was a big, big step for her. But her husband, the first question was like, I think it's a scam. It sounds like a scam. It sounds too good to be true. and I was like, well, I'm really glad that he didn't sway you to think it was a scam and realize that, it was a legit company and we were going to continue to grow and provide services for our community in a non normal way. We provide services in their home, and everyone now is like, oh, go to the nursing home, go to the nursing home, go to TCU, a transitional care unit. It's like, no, you can stay in the comfort of your home, and we can come in and provide just 2 hours a day, 2 hours a month, just simple things that we can do to keep you independent in your own home instead of paying thousands of dollars a month to be in a facility that you're not comfortable with, that it's half the time during the pandemic, your family can't come visit you. Ugh, so it's just been wonderful. Just been wonderful.
Amazing, amazing. I guess that's one of the many things that we as therapists that we are challenged to learn how to delegate. A lot of our people in the group, because we were made and trained to be therapists, we don't know how to delegate, and that's a lot of people, a lot of therapists, even the physical therapist to a PTA relationship. I mean, there's what you call scarcity mindset there. A lot of in the therapy field, the healthcare field itself, we have this scarcity mindset wherein, oh, I don't want to give my PTA my patients because I'm going to lose my own patient. No. How can you grow as a practitioner and how can you grow as a company, right? If you don't know how to hire and delegate stuff
Mhm.
to your employees, and that's the
Mhm.
ultimate goal, learning how to delegate. Imagine if the physician has decided, oh, I'm a physician, I'm not going to give a job to the nurse, I'm just going to do everything myself. That's going to be crazy, right? And that's what the physician mindset is. They trained nurses, they trained front desk people, they've trained the people who will take labs, right? They can do it, but they train other people and delegated it. And this is what Dee has been doing. And she is going to train us how to start our non-medical home care practice. Dee, could you please tell us again, uh, where are you located? What is the topic really that you're going to be talking about in our geriatric rehab summit?
Yeah, so we're physically located in Grand Forks, North Dakota. We do have clients in Fargo, North Dakota, in Bismarck, North Dakota. So we kind of are all over in North Dakota, but we are currently getting our license from Minnesota. So we want to start providing care on the Minnesota side because we are very close to Minnesota. But we're working on that license. Again, we are just also trying to get more hours in the day. Haven't figured that out yet. So if anyone knows how to do that, let me know. But during the summit, what I will be
Well,
talking
before you
about.
go, I was just talking to another agency owner. You know, I've been talking to another, company who's going
Mhm.
to help me open up, a non-medical agency. And Kara stopped me. Michael, don't do it. Don't pay. I need you to talk to D first. So, and
Oh,
then,
really? Really?
so I
Someone you were
called
going to
that
pay
person.
somebody? You were going to
Huh?
pay somebody to help you start it?
Yeah, but she said no. Talk to D first. So
Nice.
that's what she said. So
Yeah.
well, anyway, that agency based in Florida wanted me to talk to another agency owner, and she told me and then I talked to her, and she said, if you want to start this, you just expect that you're going to be super duper 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 busy. So it's not that we're not busy in our clinic, but busy is good because we can help more people. We're serving and taking care of more people, so that's the goal there. All right, I'm sorry for cutting you.
Nope,
Go
you're
ahead,
good.
D.
So yeah, so just during the summit, I just plan to give the tips and tricks of what I did, what the struggles that I went through, because I don't want y'all to go through the same roadblocks that I hit. So just where to apply for an EIN number, where to apply, to the MPI numbers and the different MPI numbers that you need to have in order to provide services to aging side or to the DD side. And then, of course, the documentation, what is required for our local state. I'm trying to branch out to the surrounding states in our area. Not too sure, who's coming to the summit. So I want to try to make it broader than just North Dakota. And then just, questions, be open to questions that are in need. So if someone is in the mix of trying to start it and they are having issues, I love researching things. So I want to have time for anyone to be able to have those questions and to be able to answer. So if they do have the questions, I am one to get back to everyone. So if I run out of time, I will have everyone's contact information and get those answers to them in a timely manner after the summit is over.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you very much again, Dee. I appreciate you for your time. I know you're a very, very busy woman handling how many patients again?
We have right around 100. We have like 99.
Wow, that's gonna be so crazy. Well, anyway, thank you very much again, Dee. I appreciate you. Any last parting wisdom, and then where can they find you? Email or website?
I would say just parting wisdom. If you have a passion for something and you have a desire in your heart to do good for what your passion is, do it. Don't waste your time on doing something that you're not happy with. Career that you enjoy, you will not work a day in your life. I thought there's a joke that says you don't want to work an 8 to 5 job, so I decided to open my own business, and now I work 24/7. And that I just laugh about that all the time because I legit work 24/7. Even when I'm sleeping, my brain is still working. But I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do, and I can't imagine doing anything else. So that's just my tidbit. And where you can find me. So our website, allembracinghomecare.com. My email is just allembracinghomecare@gmail. Our phone number is 701-330-8373. That's answered 24/7. So yeah. And then the summit next weekend, I think I'm speaking Friday morning, like at 9 Central Time. So I look forward to seeing you all there.
Well, thank you very much again, Dee, appreciate you for stepping up and answering your calling and being amazing. But before I let you go, I would like to reiterate what Dee said, ladies and gentlemen. Don't work, on a job that you really hate.
Mm. No.
People literally are going to their job dying. They're dying to
Miserable,
go to their job.
gaining
And there's
weight, sitting in a spot that they're not happy, and they're overeating. They're miserable in their relationships because of a root of a job.
Mm, I didn't say it. It was Dee who said it.
I'm
It's very
sorry.
important, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching right now and you're burned out, you're pissed off with your boss, you're pissed off with your current situation. I'm not saying, you go out, just like me, move to a new country. What I'm saying is that, you grow where you're planted right now
Mhm.
and then grow from there. So again, thank you very much, Steve, for pointing that out. Appreciate you. But before I let you go, ladies and gentlemen, always remember the word fast, FAST, letter F. Find people that will really bring out the best in you because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with awesome people? Guess what? You're gonna be awesome. Hang out, people who would complain in life. Guess what? You're gonna start complaining too. Today, I hang out with D. I feel like I want to be. I not feel like I want to open. I've been wanting to open uh, a non-medical home health agency. So I'm going to ask her a lot of questions after this call. And somebody mentioned here, see y'all then. I'm really interested. Yeah, come and join in that geriatric rehab summit. Okay. And the next letter is letter A on the word fast. Letter A is take action. All this stuff that we're doing is not going to do me good. It's not even going to do D good if you don't take action. Take action by reaching out to her, going to her website. Where's her website? Where did that go? Website is All Embracing Home Care. Reach out to her. That's the first step. Learning how to reach out. All right. Next letter is letter S. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better. Share this video. Share this website or Facebook page. You have a Facebook
Yep.
page, I guess, right?
Yep.
Share it. It may not be applicable to you, but it could be applicable to someone else. And last but not least is letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're actually understanding it more. And that's what Dee is doing with us. She's teaching us how to start a non-medical home health agency. Again, thank you very much, Dee. Any last parting wisdom, or you're good?
No, just thank you so much for listening. And this is really neat. I never heard about this podcast, but it's very, very neat that you do. And just thank you for taking your time and coordinating the different speakers that come on here every day and getting the information out to other individuals. So I appreciate it.
All right. Well, again, thank you very much, Dee, for taking your time again. Appreciate you. But be awesome, be great, be excellent, and we will see you later, my Facebook, YouTube, and podcast friend. I'll see you in the Geriatric Summit, Dee. I'm excited. Okay. All right.
Me
Don't
too.
go yet. Let me just finish this outro video. Okay. Bye bye.